Hey y'all, today I did this grungy gray and silver eye look from my new Colourpop palette called Troublemaker. So stick around and see how I got this look. Hey you guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. So I'm so excited. I finally got my Colourpop stuff in today. It's been about 3 weeks since I ordered it. Let me show you this palette. I'm so excited. This is called Troublemaker. And ignore the black. I just swatched that. Or it's like black with purple glitter in it, I think. I just swatched that one. Actually, I swatched a few of them, but the other ones you can't really tell. Isn't this like a gorgeous palette? It's kind of grungy and kind of, I don't know, it's just really cool. So I'm going to do a few looks from this palette, starting with one today. I haven't actually decided what I'm doing today yet, but I will figure it out. Getting into the face for primer, I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay Grip 16-hour matte primer. Ooh, that's not sexy. Let me see if that's enough. Oh yeah, that'll be enough. It feels like kind of like greasy going on, but then after a while it kind of mellows out and it doesn't feel greasy anymore. But it's a grip primer, but it's not real sticky either. It's hard to describe. It feels good after a while though. It's not greasy after a while. I've been waiting so long to do my makeup. First of all, I had to wait for Barry to go to the mailbox and get the stuff. And then I had to wait until my video was done uploading. And then the groceries came, so I had to help him put them up. And I knew I was going to sweat. So I had to wait till I was done sweating. It's just been forever. It's just been a day. For foundation, let me go into make a foundation that I haven't used in a while. Here we go. Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless, Normal to Oily Skin, which is me. This is in the shade Fair Ivory. I'm going to go in with a brush first, like I usually do. This one has no applicator. You just kind of pour it out. I really don't like that. Probably go in with some more foundation. I don't think I got enough on there in the brush. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go in with some more. That's not enough coverage. That's why I don't like these, or you just pour them out, because you never really know how much you're getting. Here, we'll try that. Excuse the sniffing, please. This is a very nice foundation though. Once it gets on there and kind of dries down, I'll let it dry down a little bit and then I'll go in with a sponge. Trying to get around my eyebrows without too much of a mess. Although I see that I have to go back in and fix them a little bit. It's okay. We'll stipple that in. Okay. I'm going to give that a second to dry down and I'll be right back. Okay, going with a sponge. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Lacura Bold Cover Shade 1. This is the perfect foundation. I know I say this a lot, but it really is the perfect, concealer. It's perfect. I actually need to get another one, I think. I've been using this so much. Oh, my nose is so runny every time I put on makeup. See what a perfect under eye that is? It's just the perfect shade. It's the perfect formula and it smells pretty too. I just love it. For cream bronzer, I got this from Colourpop. This just came today. This is the Soul Body in the shade medium. Excuse me. I'm dying. Hold on, I'm dying. Oh my god, I don't know what just happened to me. Anyway, this was from Colourpop. It's Soul Body in the shade medium. This is just not my day today. I've seen somebody else use this and I've always been interested in it. She uses the shade medium dark, so I figured medium would be good for me, and I think that's a pretty good color. Or pretty good shade for me. Okay, I think I will go over it with a sponge, maybe just around the outsides to blend that in a little bit. I don't want to take up too much of the product, so I'm not going to go in the middle, just the outside lines. Whew, God, I really thought I was gonna die. I'll use the pink. For blush, I'll go into the Catrice Blush Affair. This is the cream and powder palette. And oh, and this is in the shade Peach Passion. This is it. I don't know if I showed this to you. This is it here. Doesn't really look like peach to me, and it doesn't look, it looks pink on my face, but it doesn't look in the viewfinder. It looks, I don't know, like purple or gray or something. But I realize I can never trust what I see in the viewfinder. Okay, I'll leave that there and I'll use it later. For powder, I'll go in, I'm going to use my Sheglam. This is the pressed powder and loose powder. It's all in one thing here, which is pretty cool. There's a pressed powder on top and the loose powder on the bottom. I keep running my fingers through my hair and I'm getting caught up on these little bows that are on my nails. It's driving me insane. You ever have one of those days where you'd be better off if you would have just stayed in bed and not tried to accomplish anything? I'm having one of those days today. But I can't afford to stay in bed today because I stayed in bed yesterday, and with the amount of videos that I'm putting out, I have to do my makeup almost every day, but I took yesterday off. Oh my God. Since we're doing Colourpop stuff today, I will go ahead and go into the Colourpop No Filter setting spray. I don't know if I need to shake this up. I don't think I do, but I just always do anyway. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, going back into the blush. This is the powder side. Okay, and for bronzer, Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce. This is it here. And then for highlight, I'm going to go into Catrice More Than Glow Highlighter. Oh, if I can get this open. Okay. And this is in the shade Supreme Rose Beam. It looks a little funky. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it looks like that. But I'm going to use it anyway. It's probably just from the brushes. Or maybe from using my blush brush and then going, I don't know. I don't know why it looks like that. It's a pretty color though. Very pretty. Go very lightly on my forehead. I don't like all my wrinkles to be shown off on my forehead. Okay, I'm going to get my eye stuff together. I'm going to figure out what I want to do for eyeshadow, and I'll be back. Okay, I can't really decide. So I'm just going to go into a shade called Sus. And that is like a transitional shade. It's a very light shade. And we're just going to start from there. Because I see like 10 different things I want to do. But I don't know what I want to do first. Is that a shimmer? What is that? What color is that? It looks like a tan in the pan, like a, but it is not coming off that way. I don't know what that is. That is weird. Look at it in the pan. This is it. This is the color here. It's just like a, is that a gray? It looks tan in the pan, but it's coming off gray. Okay, I guess we'll do a gray look today. I was going to do a gray look eventually anyway, so I guess we'll just do that today. Okay, it's gray then. And then I was swatching this other shade here. Now to me, this one, to me, in the pan, it looks like a purpley brown. But then on my finger, like, I can't tell what that is. So these are interesting. That is so weird that this came off gray. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll do like a gray and silver type situation, and then another time I want to do a gray with gray, gray shimmer on top. But I think today we'll do like gray and silver, because I've been wanting to use this silver shade and I didn't know where I was going to use it with that shade that I thought was purple, but I don't know what shade that is. Because I hear that purple and silver are a good combination going around right now. That is so weird that that came off gray. Just looks nothing like this in the pan. Alright. So let me find like a little packing brush. That is a huge packing brush. I don't want one that big. No. Okay, we'll try this one. And then the next shade I'm going to go into is You Love It. And that is a dark gray. So I'll just put that back here. We'll see what color this comes off as. Comes off as a dark gray. Cool. This is actually the reason I wanted the palette, was this dark gray, because I have a lot of grays but I don't have anything quite like this, and this is the reason this is why this palette caught my eye in the first place, was this gray shade. And I'm just gonna kind of blend some of that back over. Oh, it looks nice. Kind of pat blending this outside, out on the outer perimeter of this dark shade. I'm having a hard time seeing because I got powder in my contact lens, and I'm having a hard time seeing what's going on. But I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go into the shade called Villain Era, and this is the silver shade. And you know what I noticed about most of these shades, like all of these shimmers, they all have a blue reflect, like every single one of them, and this kind of has a blue reflect as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with my finger. But what I like about these shimmers is that, you know, the problem I told you guys, I had the problem that I have with some Colourpop palettes is that the shimmers don't come off very shimmery. They're just like very, very minimal shimmer, but in this palette, I swatched all of them, and I'm very happy with all of them. So I'm gonna find a little flat brush. Doesn't have anything on it. And I'm gonna go into the silver, get into the inner corner. Kind of go up. So it goes right there, and then when the light hits it, it shimmers. This is a very pretty silver. It's like a white silver. I have several silver shimmers that are like the actual color silver. This is like a white silver, and I really like that. And it's coming on very, very easily. It's like a nice, it's not hard to work with at all, like a lot of the other Colourpop shimmers. And like the ones in the You're Golden palette, like all of those shimmers I have a problem with. But this is just beautiful. So I picked this palette because I thought it reminded me of one of the Twilight palettes, and then I thought it reminded me of another palette, and both of those palettes that I'm thinking of are pretty expensive, and this was $14. So that's another reason I picked this, but I'm very, very happy with it so far. I think this looks awesome. Let me go back in just right to the lash line with this. That is a beautiful shimmer. See, now I am glad I got out of bed today. I'm happy with this. I don't know if I want to put anything on the bottom. You know what I need to do is I need to go fix my contact lens, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to put on some Colourpop black liner. I just fixed my contact, so it's watery a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead because it's going to be watery anyway. I'm just going to put this all over my water lines. A little bit over my lash line. I really like these gel eyeliners from Colourpop. I saw that they had a special going on, like every single color that they have, which is many, all for $99, and there's just no way I'm gonna spend $99 on anything, but especially colored eyeliner pencils, or eyeliner pens, because I just don't use anything but black, like, ever. I mean, I probably would if I had the other colors. I did use a turquoise one one time, but like, that's it. I guess I would use them if I had them. But I'm not going to make a special purchase for them. Okay, I'm going to go put on my eyelashes and my lip liner, and I'll be right back. Okay, for lip liner, I use the Colourpop BFF 2. And then for lipstick, I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. I can't stop with this lip combo. They just go so well together. And I have to hurry up and finish my eyes because I have an eyelash that's trying to fall off. I think my eyes are just watery and my eyelash doesn't want to stay on. So I'm going to take the dark gray color, which was You Love It, and I'm just going to run that along my bottom lash line. And I'm going to connect it to, no I'm not, no that's in too far for me to try to connect it. So I'm just going to kind of blow that out downwards. This is the eye that's watering and the eyelash doesn't want to stay on. Maybe that's what it is. When I put on makeup, my eyes water and then my nose runs. Okay, and then I'm just going to run some mascara. This is the Benefits They're Real Magnet. I run that along the lowers because I already put it on the uppers. Ooh, I just poked myself in the eye, which is going to make my eye run more. Oh, that looks like a mess. I'm going to try to take a Q-tip and see if I can't fix this eye over here. Well, we'll just call it Grungy then. You know what? Let me just do the same thing to my other eye. If I can. We'll call it Grungy Gray. There we go. That looks pretty messed up. We'll call it Grungy Gray. That's what we'll do. Okay, you guys. Well, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys always, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, you guys.